Hi everyone, and welcome back as I take a look at my selection of Season 2, Blake 7. Now, as we are aware, at the end of Season 1, Aurak, the supercomputer, has made a prediction, put it up on the screen, and it looks like the destruction of the Liberator. Blake is very concerned by this, particularly so because it hasn't happened yet. The crew are going around carrying out maintenance checks in various areas of the Liberator to try to work out, is there any problem with the Liberator that could cause the destruction of it, as predicted by Aurak. Of course, Aurak is not telling Blake anything, as Blake is constantly viewing the prediction put up on the screen by Aurak. And Avon walks in, and he's the one who spots it. What he spots is the star configuration behind the Liberator. They assume it's the Liberator. It's a star configuration very unique to the 12th sector. Blake surmises if they stay out the 12th sector, Aurak's prediction of their destruction will not come about. Unfortunately, things are about to get hot. They've already got problems with the medium-range scanners. The result of this is 2 alien vessels have crept up on the Liberator and started to open fire on them. And problems start occurring on the Liberator. Aurak keeps quiet about this because he might have an inkling of what's going on. So the Liberator try to face down the alien hostile ships, and they cannot use their weapons or defensive measures, and Blake says, let's make a run for it. Unfortunately, they don't understand that they are being very carefully manipulated to go to a very certain place. That place is in Sector 12. So, things are going downhill for the crew of the Liberator as the ship starts to operate against them. Jenna notices in the teleport area the teleport is sort of trying to set itself in linking up to something else. Avon surmises whatever's going to happen, it will take place in that area, and that area is dangerous, and advises everyone to stay out. He's also deduced that the Liberator is well and truly working against them. A repaired circuit that Callie fixed blows up, and he basically says, we are now passengers. We are not crew. Which is very troubling. The alien attack was very specific. Everything was planned down to the last detail. Avon sort of tells the rest of the crew, but he doesn't go into full detail about it. Avon is contacted by Blake, who's in one of the sub-control rooms, and he's been held hostage by an electric cable, and asks Avon to get down there and help him out. Avon walks in, and wow, yes, more evidence the ship is definitely working against them. Avon tries a couple of things which fail, and then eventually he tries one more thing with a charge and nearly gets blown up. But fortunately for him, he survives. And he basically tells Blake, we are in deep trouble and something is going to happen. The pieces of the puzzle are put together, and it's now very obvious. The owners of the Liberator want their ship back, and that's exactly what happens. The Liberator is boarded, some of Blake's crew are taken out, and Blake, Jenna and Avon, who are on the bridge, finally come face to face with the mysterious beings called the Outers, who have boarded the Liberator, taken control of the Liberator, and it has been taken to their very vast, complex space station. Avon, Villa, Gan, Jenna, Callie are all locked up, apart from Blake, who is taken for questioning on how he got his hands on, as they call it, DSV2. And they're having a little problem, these Outers. There's interference. Interference, which Blake surmises is being caused by Aurak. And that interference is on the increase, because Aurak is intervening with a very vast computer system, called the system as it's referred to. Meanwhile, in one of the prison cells, Avon makes a startling discovery. They are in the area which was predicted by Aurak, their destruction. He sees the pattern of the stars outside the prison window. Blake, being escorted away, makes a break for it and is helped by another prisoner who escaped his work gang, you could say. And he explains everything to him about the system and the Outers and what was going on, the history. While this is all going on, Villa has managed to break out and free the others. And the rest of them are on the run. They are then caught by one of the Outers, who basically issues the command, exterminate them. So there's Avon, Callie, Jenna, Gan, Villa, all standing there about to be wiped out. Then, fortunately for them, Blake and his associate sneak up behind the Outers and overpower them. Their only chance now is to board the Liberator, and that's exactly what happens. They get back down to the docking bay to get on board. Unfortunately for Blake, his companion friend, the slave, is shot in the process of the escape. Fortunately for Blake, he now has command of the Liberator because Aurak has done his job in getting control of the Liberator back. So they make a run for it. But unfortunately, another ship is launched, a sister ship to the Liberator. And then the inevitable happens. It is, in fact, the sister ship that blows up. Aurak has intervened. It wasn't the Liberator. It was the other ship. Right, there we go. So, my final thoughts on episode 1 of season 2 of Blake 7, Redemption. Was the backstory of the Liberator necessary? I shall leave that to you to decide. Some people obviously say, yeah, it was necessary. Others would think, no, not really. I don't mind the mystery. But nevertheless, we now get the backstory of the Liberator, or as it is known by the system, who made the Liberator, DS2. Redemption is a good episode. I like the way it's methodically planned out how the system captures the Liberator. Everything is thought out in detail. Avon is the only one that seems to put the pieces together a bit more quicker than others. And his analysis, obviously, on Aurak's prediction, showing the pattern of the stars behind Liberator, which we now know is not the Liberator that was put up on the screen. It was, in fact, the sister ship, DS1. Let's assume it's DS1. So, I think this is the only episode, well, in the terms of the last episode of Season 1, Aurak, he makes this prediction. I'm not too sure about the prediction thing. It's a bit of a grey area for me, but I'm quite prepared to let it ride. Quite prepared to let it ride indeed. So yeah, overall the episode was quite good, quite enjoyable, and yeah, I'm not going to be doing as many on Season 2. I will give mentions to other ones I do sort of like, but I don't want to really produce a big video on them because of my time restraints these days. I don't have much time to do these, so I'm still going to do the better ones of Season 2 and just mention a few reasonably good ones of Season 2. They'll get a separate video. It's just a mentioning of them. And when I get to do them, well, hard to tell. But I'll try and put out at least one every month or so. And on that note, yeah, Redemption, good start to Season 2. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And on that note, have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.